Alright, it's come to my attention, based on looking at my video analytics page that, the last video I uploaded, which was my reaction review, whatever you want to call it, to Black Veil Bride's album, Wretched and Divine, The Story of the Wild Ones. Um, so, since that video wasn't working properly, I decided to delete it and make a new one. For those of you who don't know already, Black Veil Brides came out with a new album earlier this week on the 8th called Wretched and Divine, The Story of the Wild Ones, which is their first concept album that they've produced, written and recorded as well, featuring artists such as William Control and I can never remember. It's either Burt or Brett McCracken from The Used. But anyway, it's still, in my opinion, their strongest album. Lyrically, instrumentally, and of course, I mean, for them to even attempt a concept album is a tricky subject, but they took that idea of a rebels group known as the Wild Ones and being oppressed by a regime called Fear, and they made it their own. And concept albums are something tricky, because you have to stick to the storyline. It's, you can't write a song about one thing and then the next song be about something else. I mean, you have a storyline to stick to, and I mean, this is just their best album. I mean, it just blows their last two full-length albums out of the water. I mean, I'm a big fan of their first album, We Stitch These Wounds, and their second album, Set the World on Fire, and their EP was a great prelude to Wretched and Divine. I mean, there's really nothing bad I can say about this new album. The incorporation of not only digital effects to the vocals and everything like that, but also the incorporation of orchestral string instruments such as the violin, the cello. I feel that the album probably wouldn't be as big if it didn't have these elements, because there's a few songs that have the string incorporated into the song, and I just don't think that the songs would be what they are without the strings. I mean, plus the pianos and a few of the songs, the fear transmissions, starting out with the violin over William Control's voice. I mean, it is by far their best album, and quite honestly, I believe that not only is 2013 going to be a great year for Black Veil Brides, I think it's going to be a historic year for them. I mean, not only with the album, but also the release of the full-length movie, Legion of the Black, which is the visual tale of Wretched and Divine. It's currently on pay-per-view on Facebook for about $5. I haven't seen it myself yet, but I'm just waiting to get my hands on it because it is just a great album, and I would love to see the visuals. And their video for their first single, In the End, really kind of gave you an idea of what Legion of the Black and the album itself was about. a powerful song, great vocals by Andy, uh, guitar, Jinx and Jake, drums, CC, Ashley on bass. I mean, it took Black Veil Brides to the next level. They, I believe that Set the World on Fire and the Rebels EP got them to the glass ceiling, but there's only so much that their first two full-length albums could have done for them, as well as their fan base, which is probably one of the most loyal fan bases in music today. And Wretched and Divine, along with Legion of Black, just catapulted them through the glass ceiling, and it's just brought a lot of positive responses to the album and the band. And normally a 19-song record would just get annoying after the first 6-7 songs, but this is something I have listened to since the day it came out on Tuesday, and I just can't stop listening to it. I mean, plain and simple, it is their best album. It just blows all their songs lyrically, instrumentally out of the water, and there's no comparison to this album based on their previous work. I mean, 60 Swoons was their coming in party, kinda, if that's how you want to word it. And then Set the World on Fire was taking them to a new level. Featuring the first single, Fallen Angels, at down in Columbus at Rock the Range, and taking the album in the Warped Tour, along with overseas tours with Avenged Sevenfold, Ask Alexandria, and then now they're going on the Church of the Wild Ones tour to support Wretched and Divine, and there's just nothing more I can say about this album other than it purely kicks ass. And 2013 is going to be the year of the Black Veil Brides Army. Simply put.